我係 Isis， 馬利諾修院學校中學5年級嘅學生。
大家早晨，我係 Alanis， 都係馬利諾修院學校中5嘅學生。歡迎大家百忙之中抽空參加今日我哋學校8年校慶活動之一嘅 MCS Symposium 座談會。
今日真係好開心，我哋學校100週年舉辦呢一個研討會。
我哋香港大學社會係 Body Beauty and Fashion， 我哋簡稱 BBF 嘅導師。咁啊 Carmen 嘅研究工作包括性別研究啦、教育社會係學同埋人與動物關係學。咁一陣我哋同 Carmen 再詳細啲傾下佢對於 BBF 嘅睇法。
咁好多時我第一堂咧就要同同學講咧，其實我哋做咩嘅咧？大家可能俾個課程個 title 吸引啦，講靚喎，講着衫喎。咁但係我第一堂就會同大家講，其實咧首先嗰樣嘢就係我哋個科咧就唔係教你 how 嘅 ，it's not about how to become beauty and fashionable 咁樣嘅。咁咧咁究竟關於咩咧？我哋係會探討 why 嘅。點解我哋咁追求個身體要靚啦，要有美感啦，又要着得型啦？咁我哋會探討究竟經歷過一啲乜嘢歷史啊，有啲咩社會因素啊，去令我哋會對我哋嘅身體係咩形象係咁着緊呢？
咁如果芭比要企起身嘅話呢，佢係冇可能嘅，因為呢個生理架構呢係 support 唔到佢企起身，即係。當時仲有一張好恐怖嘅相，就係芭比係四肢喺度爬行，因為佢企唔到起身。咁呢一個意象呢，對我嚟講好恐怖啊！因為由細到大，我應該玩芭比公仔玩到6、7歲左右啦。但係芭比陪伴我長大，我會覺得佢身體四肢好修長啦，好優美啦，一頭金色嘅秀髮啦。咁但係原來芭比係唔可以成為一個真人。咁我覺得嗰一下好衝擊，甚至係以至係呢一個衝擊咧，係令我對身體研究好有興趣，而我之後嘅學術研究嘅領域咧，都已經係轉咗去身體嗰方面。
之後咧，咁同 consumer 最 main 嘅 finding 就係佢哋覺得對佢哋講嘅 sustainability 唔係一個 priority。咁點解佢哋會咁樣講咧？就係有幾個原因嘅。咁第一個咧。就係你如果睇呢啲全部 quotes 咧，佢哋係 directly 佢哋同我傾嘅，咁佢哋即係又會話佢哋覺得eco fashion 對佢哋講係比較貴，所以其實佢哋買衫嗰陣時最重要嘅即係個 criteria 就係睇下個價錢啦。
你見到呢一座山嘛？係真嘅。上年度喺 Get Redressed Month 呢個年度性我哋最大嘅 campaign， 喺一個5月裏邊，我哋收到17噸衫，係17噸。啲衫多到呢，我哋成條 team 爬上去可以影一張咁嘅 team photo。咁所以大家會可以親眼目擊到我哋現今嘅消費主義呢帶嚟啲乜嘢惡果。而如果留意到剛才嘅一啲數據，而大家都覺得扎心嘅話，我哋都好希望大家真係喺你哋生活上面會作出改變。數據上面係點樣展現出嚟呢？呢一個由2000年至到2015年15年裏邊，你會見到我哋嘅消費已經倍增咗，由50去到過100億，係 billions。咁綠色又多咗一條線喎，我哋買多咗，但係綠色代表緊另一件事情喎，係乜嘢啊？有冇人望到個 chart 嗰啲 data？ 係啦 ，utilization 代表住我哋用幾多，意思我哋買多咗，但係我哋用少咗。你成個衣櫃都係衫，但係實質你真係能夠着出街嘅，只係得嗰幾件。有過於一半嘅衫長時間喺黑暗中生活。
今日我哋希望透過學生嘅可持續時裝表演，睇下佢哋點樣定義同埋表達美。佢哋嘅作品或者能夠為我哋提供一啲環保嘅概念啦，或者咧可以帶我哋進入一個探索唯美嘅經歷。
Hello， 大家好。咁其實咧，我都係 Vernon 嚟嘅，係啦。咁其實頭先都聽咗咁耐啦。其實 fashion 就好關，即係其實好關 beauty 事嘅。咁其實不如我問大家個問題先啦。一件 cashmere 冷衫，而家 Uniqlo 賣緊幾多錢咧？有冇人答到啊？咁又唔止嘅300幾蚊嘅，係 around 應該係500幾蚊至600幾蚊到啦。咁但係當年我哋20幾年前，究竟一件 cashmere 嘅衫要賣幾多錢呢？當時嘅冷衫以前係2000嘅，即係點解會係過咗20年，你嘅冷衫會由2000幾蚊跌到落幾百蚊呢？咁呢個就我哋上次去個導賞團啦，咁啊帶咗小學同中學嘅，但係我都只可以話 education 真係由小朋友開始，因為你見到個 reaction 咧，啲小朋友係好雀躍，亦都點解可以我啲校服就變咗呢啲啦？咁我都見到佢哋特登去摸，佢感覺嗰個 tenderness， 嗰個 softness。
我哋今日大會嘅主題咧就係講時裝啦，同埋講美麗啦。咁我哋會點樣定義咩叫做靚咧？又有啲咩嘢係會令到我哋會覺得自己係靚咧？
咁我哋會發現咧，基本上1、2年班嘅同學原來都可以好 trendy， 係會着黑色或者係灰色嘅。咁咧，我再望下佢嘅媽咪。哇！原來就係佢媽媽同佢個女一齊好似母女裝咁樣啦。而高年班嘅同學呢，我相信呢，因為而家嘅 social media 都好流行，佢哋呢會睇好多關於美感嘅片啦，或者佢哋有佢哋嘅偶像。我而家呢揀咗一套衫呢，係以淺色為主，希望俾人一個感覺就係校長呢唔係一個好嚴肅、唔可以親近嘅人。咁我係親和啲啦。
你唔好諗我哋老師、我哋博士講緊 healthy body image 啊，講緊 sustainability 啊，已經 figure out 晒所有嘢嘅。我哋自己都仲喺度諗緊、討論緊，同自己喺度 決定緊最健康同埋為世界好最好嘅決定應該係點咯。係一個 process 嚟㗎。咁我哋作為老師呢，我哋就想帶啲學生去到一個位係可以 from unsustainable to sustainable，from 迷茫 to sure， 或者 from lack of confidence to confident。
譬如每一個女仔其實都會有一個想去打扮嘅心啊，咁所以我覺得希望透過呢個活動，我都可以更加可以去認識多啲關於譬如女仔嘅諗法咁樣。咁你都知道我哋男校係咯，所以係咯，就係咁。
今朝早好美麗嘅一件事呢，就係我哋開始之前 Sister Sue 同我哋做咗一個短短嘅祈禱。咁我想分享佢同我哋嘅創造者講嘅一句 Creator God, you have made each one of us in your own image and likeness. And what a variety of people. Each one is beautiful in her and let add his own way. 咁所以其實最後講 beauty, fashion，可能我哋需要跟風，可能我哋需要去諗下形象，但係最終如果我哋有個信仰，就算大家唔係信徒，聽到呢一句話 You are all beautiful in your own way， 其實都係一件開心嘅事。祝大家幸福。
我係 Eunice， 馬利諾修院學校嘅中四學生。
大家早晨，我係 Ava， 都係馬利諾修院學校嘅中四學生。
歡迎大家今日百忙之中抽時間參加今日嘅 Symposium。今朝喺 JC Cube 呢度，我哋準備咗以美與心靈健康 Inner Wellness and Beauty 為主題嘅豐富內容同大家分享。
其實美係每一個人都係渴望或者係追求嘅嘢，但係我哋點樣去面對呢個美呢？因為美對於我哋嘅內心嘅健康，尤其是我哋今日呢一個係有關美與心靈健康嘅呢個課題，同埋我哋嗰個福祉都係好有關係嘅。咁啊，尤其是咧，今朝早咧，我哋有教育工作者啦，有同學啦。
喺下一個環節之前呢，我哋會有一個 polling 民意調查，以下咧就會有5句句子啦，想睇下你哋嘅睇法。我哋想邀請在座嘅同學參與。
我希望今日如果大家只係記得3個字，呢個係第一個字，希望大家記得嘅就係 ecology。其實你想像一下，就算你生得幾靚都好，你都仍然會有壓力，因為呢一個社會已經變成咗，首先樣嘢都係以你嘅 look 行先。以你個 image 行先，以你夠唔夠光、夠唔夠白、夠唔夠亮麗嚟去行先，嚟去判斷我哋。所以就算係一個選美嘅參加個選美嘅公認嘅一個靚女，佢都冇辦法係置身於呢個 ecology 之外。想大家帶走嘅係 technology， 喺呢一個科技佢解決緊咩問題呢？就係解決緊我哋記憶係好短暫嘅問題。如果我哋冇將啲嘢寫低，其實我哋所有講出嚟嘅嘢好快就會忘記啦。點解要講 technology 呢？因為如果唔係有種種傳播科技嘅演變同埋發展，我哋就算喺一個咁貪靚嘅生態裏邊，都未必會搞咁多嘢嘅。希望大家帶走嘅第3個字就係 care 呢一個字。呢個係中大嘅Professor 啦，佢頭先喺個片嗰度有提到，究竟我哋個問題係啲乜嘢呢？你唔開心啲咩呢？你係覺得自己唔夠靚啦，定係其實唔係關靚唔靚事呢？我覺得喺呢一啲嘅問題當中呢，有一個好重要嘅問題就係希望大家今日可以拎走，就係喺無論追求靚或者咩都好嘅過程當中，我哋有冇傷害到自己呢？
但係我哋而家發覺原來呢，人同事呢係可以自從 bounce back 完之後呢， 係會有 change 嘅，而呢個 change can be positive， 就變咗做一個我哋以前而家好中意講嘅 post-traumatic stress， 其實可以成為 post-traumatic growth 嘅，咁咧就變咗做一個叫 anti-fragility 嘅一個 concept。
即係可能啲同學突然間講咗啲好笑嘅嘢，跟住就會giggles。
我唯一 panic 嘅原因就係因為幾日前就運動會，咁運動會之前我本來就我隻腳已經受傷咗，我未好翻，之後而家更加痛。
好想同大家分享就係我哋喺娛樂圈，大家成日都聽到就係 social media 嗰個 influence 啦，係。咁但係咧，我都有3個 tips 俾大家可以拎翻屋企可以思考下嘅。第一個咧就係你個 attitude， 你嘅 attitude towards social media 係點樣？第二個就係你要揾你嘅 emotional triggers， 即係有啲乜嘢係會刺激到你嘅情緒。第3樣嘢就係你要揾到你嘅老 best。
大家同學都會感受到你隔離嘅同學俾你嘅 care， 老師俾你哋嘅 care。我哋亦都會希望聯繫到家長，俾到我哋同學嘅 care。有呢一個咁嘅環境入邊嘅生命盔甲，先可以堅固係牢實，咁就讓佢哋可以真係揾到自己。
其實我覺得最緊要唔係 specifically 個詞彙係啲咩啦，但係你嘅 intention 同埋你嘅態度，去點樣諗一啲經歷緊困擾嘅朋友。
香港太忙，我哋要擠爆自己個 diary 先至叫做有個 meaning of life 咧。其實呢個 concept 好錯，我哋唔需要得咗咁滿嘅。日本畫點解咁靚咧？因為會留白。中國嘅畫咁靚都係會留白，我哋唔使填晒彩色。留翻啲白色嘅地方，有啲空間，我哋先會將生存變翻做生活。
咁所以 from 一個 emotional trigger 嘅問題，我好有興趣聽下咩人嘅分享，就係佢點樣嗰個轉捩點係點？
呢個我好早發覺嘅，因為我個人嘅情緒咧好快啊，即係好明顯啊。但係有啲人咧，譬如我哋而家講 introvert 咧，其實唔係咁明顯嘅，咁佢未必表達到出嚟。但係其實 introvert 咧，其實佢哋都有佢哋嘅方法咧，去揾到佢哋嘅 trigger 嘅。
即係好似我哋啱啱做嗰個 poll 啦，有條問題係話你P 圖會唔會夠膽去 post 嗰張相？咁我自己係唔夠膽嘅，因為尤其是我做即係女團啊，做娛樂圈啲嘢，自己即係如果有張相唔靚嘅話，你係 post 唔到嘅，因為人哋唔會中意啊嘛。同埋加上我係因為12、13歲就已經做呢啲嘢，咁所以年紀好細就收到好多負面嘅 comment 啦，同埋好似你啱啱話 cyberbullying。所以如果我有一張圖我係唔中意嘅話，我係完全唔會放上網咯。不過我覺得咁樣好唔健康，同埋我唔想其他即係同我相同年紀嘅人都會有呢種諗法。
走之前咧，我想貪心啲咧，請每一位即係來賓咧都俾一句説話，即係大家 take away 啦，做個總結啦。咁啊，不如由校長先啦。
我哋有陣時候都會講嘅一樣嘢就係做 pioneers 啊，即係其實我哋 Marino 個 sisters 有一個我覺得好令人佩服嘅一特質就係 be a pioneer。So be true to yourself and be a pioneer。
我自己最中意嘅 quote 就係 Your mess is your message。亦都係我書裏邊寫咗嘅，係你嘅混亂咧，即係你生命裏邊嘅混亂就係你嘅信息。咁我覺得呢個就係我自己嘅使命裏邊好緊要嘅一件事啦。
You may be different, but you may also just be the first one。就係要相信係你自己真係獨一無二嘅，只不過你係可能喺呢個群裏邊，喺你屋企裏邊，只不過第一個做呢件事啫。要相信自己。
就講俾青少年朋友聽咧，你亦都要覺得自己 you matter， 因為你係一個好獨特嘅人。
咁啦， 我哋今朝嘅時間都過得特別快啦，我哋嘅 speakers 都分享咗好多資訊啦，同埋佢哋獨特嘅見解，咁我哋亦都獲益咗良多啦。
一樣嘢咧就係、be yourself, be confident, be yourself， 活出自己。No one has all the answers。你睇下大家全部 ，we are still searching， 大家都喺度摸索嘅啫。OK，so be confident and be the change。
My name is Joanne Rhodes. I'm a class of 2018 graduate of Maryknoll Convent School, currently an art curator and advisor, and co-founder of the Hong Kong Art Foundation. The theme we are looking at today, reframing the concept of beauty, backs $1 million question. Our symposium is a bespoke event. This afternoon, our speakers sharing will not only be from their professional repertoire, but also from personal experiences with on-point stories. Be prepared for some insightful sharing and thought-provoking ideas.
The centenary in the last few weeks have really shown me the value of the beauty of teamwork. Helen is our most senior alumna here today.
For 100 years, MCS has nurtured generations and generations of graduates with its rich heritage and steadfast commitment to education. I have the privilege to having many distinguished Maryknolers as my boss, colleagues, and counterparts. Yet we all understand that physical beauty is transient. It is the richness of a woman's character, the depth of her intellect, and the strength of her spirit that truly distinguish her.
By making thoughtful choices, we can reduce waste, support ethical practices, and express ourselves authentically. To wrap up, understanding society's definition of beauty isn't just about challenging unrealistic standards. It's about recognizing how these standards impact our choices and the planet.
Now, let me take this opportunity to thank the environmental NGO Redress for their support in offering us old fabrics and accessories for upcycling. We are here today to see how beauty is interpreted and presented by teenagers. Design highlights its ethereal beauty and enchanting movements, alluding to the wonder, excitement, and vitality we enjoyed as we first navigated the world with confidence, strength, and freedom. This group is presenting to us a story of struggle and rigor in growing up. The challenges are eventually overcome with the angel's victory over the devil. The design concept comes from a love for ocean and a call for conservation.
Students crushed plastic bottles into pieces and used a heat gun to shape them into floral ornaments to enhance the elegance of their outfit. Students deconstructed old prom dresses to get these shiny sheer fabrics. Then they layered them into these very rich ruffles, which symbolize diversity and resilience of female beauty. The bold composition of this outfit is challenging our definition of femininity. What identity and whose identity are you getting here? Is it the model's or is it yours? Do you see possibilities, diversity, contrast, or harmony? Are we ready and modern enough to welcome the new femininity?
And then that affects you. But definitely today we have 4 panelists. And these 4 panelists definitely will not be affected by the media.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? A lot of you have heard about that. But let me ask you, who is the beholder? Who is the beholder? And, my own personal reflection is that the beholder is actually yourself. As much as possible, I'll try to wear the corporate color of the company that is listed on the day. Again, that's to show some respect, but it is amazing how quickly usually the founders and the people from that company notice that I put in an effort to do so. So, to me, that's all about self-expression. I dress every day to express, who I am. And I draw energy from doing that.
I need to be comfortable, and I think most of us actually would be at our best if we're comfortable. So that probably is sort of my guiding principle, if you would. I just pick something that I'd be comfortable in, but as Bonnie says, respectful of the occasion. And I think those two would pretty much be enablers to help us then project our true self.
So over time, when we noticed that the inventory was accumulating and we wanted to get into more sustainable practices, that's when we teamed up with Edwin's team at Hong Kong Rita, and we developed together the Billy Upcycling System, which turns materials, fiber, clothing articles back into fiber, and then with that fiber we can blend in some virgin material and then spin it back into yarn that can be used again. So I think from a very young age we're enabled, empowered to try different things, to not worry about failing. And I think students were involved in doing the embroidery. This is from our uniforms. Yeah.
So they collected the uniform.
And innovation was one of the big themes that we thought was useful, and that is something that we can certainly play a significant global role, because we know the industry, we know how things are made, we know how things are designed, and now we can participate in how things are reused and create new value. And so we were very fortunate early on to team up with Rona.
To home, to country, to the world, we call it our first duty. It is our first duty to serve.
Once upon a time, as the olden stories go, girls must look pretty and boys must be tough. Dancers must be graceful and arts must be beautiful. But is that how we want the story to be told? What makes a beautiful person?
Knowledge matters. Understanding ourselves better help us break free from societal norms and expectations.
Together, let's celebrate our uniqueness and create a more inclusive understanding of beauty. Remember, face matters, knowledge matters, and you matter.
There is a very famous Chinese adage which addresses this issue. It's said that whatever face you're born with, given to you by your parents and your DNA, you have that till you're around 30 to enjoy. If you have it good, make it a plus. But then after that, it's cultivation every day.
What is even more important is the quality time that the parents are willing to spend with their children, no matter which background that you come from. Particularly useful among those children coming from relatively less resourceful or disadvantaged families, if their parents have the insight, have the way to know how to spend quality time with their children, reading books, doing outdoor sports, sharing all their daily activities, and support them and serve as a buffer in the critical time. That would be the key to success and then leading to improvement in the mental health as well as the physical fitness of their children.
They also shared that they have similar struggles when they were going through their teen-year age, and perhaps pivoting to where they got to now as CEOs was a long journey of self-discovery. Build communities outside of social media so that students are able to come together and have a renewed positivity regarding what it means by self-empowerment, so they can be with a broader spectrum of individuals across all sorts of schools that value their own self-development journey. They're not comparing with each other, but what they can discover about themselves. So beyond the social media, I think it's also important for us to create more of these platforms where students can interact and really have a renewed sense of self.
The one thing that's most important to me is self-motivation. Now, how many of you think that you are self-motivated? I started my career, the self-motivation, then I built that up into something that's called self-leadership. I would call it self-leadership. So one is self-discipline, and self-motivation, and self-management. Remind yourself when is the first time that you started to feel confidence. It's when there's someone there support you, or encourage you, or make you feel valued. Then you started to be, okay, yeah, really, I can do that. So then I think from that experience in MCS, then I found that as I grew up, I found that very, very beautiful. So when I started to promote that and kindness and everything, I know this session you said is not talk about fashion, but I told the team kindness is the new fashion.
It actually is about finding out the truth. Truth is also authentic. So it's a discovery of what happens, why does the universe comes into being. What is your meaning of your work? Is actually to build a community, to be a leader. What does it mean to be a leader? It's not about the outcome itself, how many achievements, how many KPI you're able to achieve, how many sales. It's also what Melinda was saying. It's bringing the team. It's about the process, whether they feel inspired, whether you learn and they learn from you. So and this has to be a human connection there, and authenticity actually matters a lot to me. And I think I got that from my Maryknoll education.
Beauty is not a thing in our skin, but it's in the multiple stories and the light that we see in ourselves and that we reveal to each other and see more light reflected back. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
And hats off to our distinguished alumna, Ms. Lisa Zhang, Tycoon's Head of Operations. May you please stand up to say hi to everyone. Let's give her and Tycoon, everyone in Tycoon, a big round of applause. Thank you.
A 100 years ago, women empowerment probably was focused on eradicating illiteracy so that people, women are more educated and to be able to have more choices in determining their own future. A few decades ago, the women empowerment focus could be in the workplace. Women making sure that we have, equal pay, equal work. Now, what is our new chapter of empowerment? In this VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, and in this world where we actually have to deal with both the physical world as well as the internet, virtual, social, media world. So uncertainty and two worlds, So is this something that we should help our younger generation, especially women, in their, power, in their